You kiss your brother, but you can't gamble?
You didn't say that.
That's why I made $6 million off of that, but that's all right.
Hey. Wait, oh.
I beg your pardon?
You made $6 million off
Creators
kissing
and
your brother?
OnlyFans, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait.
The fuck you think I'm gonna do that for free?
Tell me you did not just say that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You kissed your brother for a fee? What, on the cheek or something?
Tell me I did not just see that.
Chris!
You're gonna have to die.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on. 16-foot line.
All right, so boom. I got tagged and DM'd this video numerous times today. And people asked for my thoughts on one half of the Island Boys who went viral 3-4 some years ago with this song.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been...
Cut that bitch off.
Ain't nobody trying to listen to that garbage. Nonetheless, Aiden Ross had a stream of a press conference yesterday where one half of the Island Boys, I'm not sure which one, had revealed that he kissed his brother on OnlyFans and got paid $6 million, and his brother made $8.
It's on OnlyFans.
Oh,
I
You
was with an
posted
agency
kissing
I
your
know
brother
exactly
on
what
OnlyFans?
agency. I help run it.
Right, I seen it. Yeah, so they helped promote it, and I made $6 million, and my brother made $8.
nasty bitch.
Bro, what? When I first heard this, I thought this got to be a lie. But let's call it what it is. Take a look at the landscape of the internet post 2020. The amount of people who are literally doing anything and everything in an effort to get clout, money, and fame is absolutely ridiculous. You mean to tell me you were offered $6 million or $8 million up front, or if it was collectively over time through subscriptions on OnlyFans or people and social media views and AdSense, whatever the case may be, you were willing to go and kiss your brother in an effort to get paid publicly. Now that makes me wonder, what if they offered you to do something privately? How far would you have gone?
They're fucking each other.
I was going through a drug addiction. I was paying $30,000 a month for a house, and it was 3 seconds. My twin brother, like I grew up with jit, like the fuck wrong with it? I made $6 million. Money's money. I want a bag. I like money.
Huh? Do you hear yourself? How you gonna first start out by saying, well, I was going through a drug addiction, but follow that up by saying, well, they were offering me all this money and I got a $30,000 a month mortgage paying for this house, and hey, it's my twin brother. Let's just kiss for 3 seconds. That'll all make sense. Money's money. What are you talking about? Do you hear yourself?
You filthy motherfucker.
And keep in mind, this is not a situation in which they were just offered. He said he got paid.
It's on OnlyFans. I
You
was with an
posted
agency
kissing
I
your
know
brother
exactly
on
what
OnlyFans?
agency. I help run it.
Right, I seen it. Yeah, so they helped promote it, and I made $6 million, and my brother made $8.
Confirming that they did it. And hell, you don't need to speculate whether they did it or not because it's on camera.
Brother, what's that?
And my dad, thank you to my dad. And my dad, thank you to my dad.
What's that, brother?
Can you guys kiss right now?
Who cares? No.
I want to see it, please.
In public?
Yes, please kiss right now. I want to see it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Police! Help! Help!
Woo, 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 woo.
We are the police. We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti. Take his ass to jail. You go to jail, you son of a bitch. All right, hold on, man. You go to jail.
Isn't incest against the law? Ain't that illegal? Now, I know somebody's gonna say, well, technically, the definition of incest is defined as if people were doing sexual acts. One can actually, come to the conclusion that kissing is not that. One way or another, you know exactly why they were paid, allegedly, these millions of dollars to go and perform these acts because of the shocking nature of it. And furthermore, the mere fact that he would admit this on camera. There is no positive to saying something like this publicly, right? Maybe there was an NDA that was signed and since had expired, or maybe he ended up having a breach of contract going and saying this publicly, or they'd be incredibly stupid if there was no contract trying to, bar him from saying this publicly. But I'm very curious how many other individuals were probably offered the same.
It's on OnlyFans.
Oh,
I
you
was with
posted
an
kissing
agency.
your
I know
brother.
exactly what agency. I helped run it.
Right, I seen it. Yeah. So they helped promote it, and I made $6 million, and my brother made 8.
If you happen to be somebody who was able to go and get yourself a bit of clout, and you happen to have, a sibling or perhaps a twin, and the two of you happen to make content together, I would not be surprised, especially if it's a situation where you're hurting for money, or maybe you're so desperate for clout, you're willing to do anything. I'm curious how many other people were offered somewhat of the same kind of deal and have never gone public about it, or it's something that's done in private that nobody just so happened to know about. Because this has got to be some form of promoting incest behavior. And if that's not against the law, I don't know what is.
You made $6 million off.
Creators
kissing
and
your brother?
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait.
The fuck you think I'm gonna do that for free?
It's mind-boggling to me that this man has zero shame behind what it is that he done did, because you were kissing your brother, your twin brother, across social media for the length of what, a year? And you publicly admit, yeah, I did it for payment, and you have zero shame behind it. And you tried to talk about, well, I was going through a drug addiction, but that meant absolutely nothing, whether you gone through that drug addiction and overcame it, or you're still having to be battling right now, because you closed out your statement emphatically saying that money's money and you love money.
I was going through a drug addiction. I was paying $30,000 a month for a house, and it was 3 seconds. My twin brother, I grew up with jit. The fuck wrong with it? I made $6 million. Money's money. What a bag. I like money.
So you're willing to do it again. This current batch of creators nowadays, really post-pandemic is when it really started getting out of hand, is getting true. I can't even say it's getting ridiculous. It's already ridiculous. I feel as if I've been saying it's getting ridiculous for the last 3 years. At this point, it's, beyond that point. People are legitimately getting into the content creation game, getting into social media solely to do everything and anything in their power to try to put forth the most shocking possible content that can bring in the mass amount of dollars with zero thought of what the repercussions down the line will be, fam. And to make matters worse, one of the Island Boys happens to have a child. I don't know if it's this one in particular, but one of them happens to be a parent. And you mean to tell me that you're still willfully getting behind a microphone in front of tens of thousands? Now, granted, inside that room may have only been maybe some hundred, a number of people, but Aiden Ross's stream does spectacular numbers. I think he's got to be, top 10 streamers in the world right now? So you're being viewed by hundreds of thousands, damn near millions, if not millions, of people listening to you talk, and you have a child or nephews or nieces, and you still seem to have zero shame about kissing your brother?
We can't expect God to do all the work.
Who is raising these people?
We say it take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded?
Everything these kinds of creators do is for attention, because in today's day and age, attention is currency. I would argue it's always been currency, but never like it is in today's day and age. If you can't generate attention, you ain't lining your pockets with no bread. But there has to be a line, bro. And this is way over the line. And I would hope that there's some sort of common sense that's drilled into this Island Boy's head, if he's the one who happens to be the parent, or even if he's not the one who happens to be a parent. One way or another, this type of shit is crazy, because I can promise you right now, there's somebody who's watching who's probably thinking to themselves, he was able to do that, and even though there are people who are clowning him, he's still getting paid. Maybe it's better to be laughed at in a Maybach, or laughed at in a Rolls Royce, or laughed at in a Lamborghini, than to be respected and driving a Volkswagen, or be respected and driving a Honda, or be respected and driving a Buick. And keep in mind, I drive a Honda. But one way or another, these folks have completely lost the plot, bro. And I can almost guarantee this ain't the only one. There's probably countless different individuals who just haven't brought that to the limelight, that they essentially took payment for doing crazy stuff. Like those ladies who's getting shat on by sheiks over in Dubai for like 25 grand. You got folks and young girls on IG, hell, even grown women on IG, comparing themselves to these influencers who live in lives of luxury, and you thinking, man, she worked so hard to get there. Don't get me wrong, there's a percentage of them that did, but there's a whole lot of them who just so happen to be straight up human toilets. You got others who happen to be escorts over here. Now you telling me you got dudes out here who kissing their doggone siblings for payment? How much further are people willing to go for the dollar, bruh? This shit is insane. I would call Chris again to take this man out of his misery, but I don't know if I could call him twice. Undertaker, take him to the Shadow Realm.
Hell, boys! It's going up for a right toss! Shot slam! Who else here? Henderson! Somebody's got to stop him! Oh my God.
Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.